Okay, with the bull market here in 2024, we're seeing massive amounts of profits, massive amounts of gains in cryptocurrency, especially in certain narratives. And we have seen certain narratives shaping up and taking off, which we called in the previous bull market that will happen in this bull market. I mean, we are seeing AI coins taking off, and there's a lot more to go. We're seeing gaming coins doing the same things. We're seeing the Bitcoin ecosystem, which I was begging you to get into, taking off with BRC20 tokens and stamps. And we are seeing RWA, or real world assets, taking attention. So you don't have to be a genius or anything, although it would help, but you don't have to be a genius or anything to realize that getting portfolios in these narratives would be the best course of action so you can maximize and amplify your gains so you can become a winner, come out a winner in this bull market. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the narratives and how to set up a portfolio in each narrative and why, but also give you an addition to each of these portfolios so you can make massive, massive gains.
Hey guys, I'm Britta Thans. Remember, Paul is not a financial advisor, but he is good looking. Also, this is not financial advice. Please subscribe down below and check out my channel at Britta Thans.
Okay, so the crypto markets are doing extremely well, and if you got into crypto when I told you, when Bitcoin was at 15.6K, which I called before it got there, by the way, and even won a bet with Gareth Soloway, you should be doing very, very well. And if you are, congratulations, you can do a lot better, and if not, don't worry, it's not too late. You still have massive gains and opportunity coming, which you can take advantage of. And look, we already called the Solanas and AVAXs and other cryptocurrencies in other videos, but in this video, I want to talk to you about and focus on 4 narratives. And then add an addition to each of these narratives so you can maximize your gains. And in order to get straight to the point here and not waste your time, you want a balanced portfolio in each narrative that synergizes, that gives you the maximum profits for those 10, 20, 30 X's, but also protects you, but you still win in case those picks don't do as well as you thought they might. Here, let me simplify this for you. Number 1, you want a balanced portfolio in AI. Number 2, in gaming. Number 3, in the Bitcoin ecosystem. And number 4, in real-world assets. Now, if you watch my videos, you also know I talk about the Cosmos ecosystem for airdrops, but that's a different thing. Let's just keep it simple for this video. So here's what you want to do. So you have AI, you have gaming, you have the Bitcoin ecosystem, and of course you have RWA. And what you want to do, you want to have a portfolio in each of these categories over here that synergizes between themselves. For example, for AI, you would want something like Render, which also applies for gaming, by the way, Fetch, Ajax, Agi, Solidus, and of course SNS. Now, this is just an example. I do have videos talking about portfolios where I get more into them, but this is just off of my head, just so we can do this video and explain to you what I'm thinking here. So for gaming, you would have something like IMX, possibly Render as well, depending on what category you want to put Render in. You would have G Swift, Pixels, or Pixel, G-File, and maybe an old school play like Illuvium, for example, right? Then for Bitcoin, you would have obviously Bitcoin. You would have stamps or SRC20 tokens, BRC20 tokens, and ordinals. And let's ignore ordinals and stamps because those are like NFTs, and let's just focus on SRC20 and BRC20 tokens. Then for real world assets, you could have something like BLX, we'll talk about it later on in this video, and so on. So essentially what you have is safer coins or blue chip coins in each category. Then you go for medium risk and then you go high risk. And then you don't miss the entire bull run if you're wrong about something like ChainGPT, which I think is great, by the way. That should be one of your plays in your portfolio. But just in case something goes wrong, you're still making money from that narrative. Does that make sense? So what do we need to add in each of these portfolios? What do we need to add for gaming? What do we need to add for AI? what do we need to add for the Bitcoin ecosystem, and what do we need to add for our WA. And again, when it comes to portfolios, this can be anything. You can watch my other videos. I'll actually leave some links in the description down below. Oops, sorry about that. Just pushed the button and just went crazy here. But yeah, I'll leave some links in the description down below and at the end of this video so you can see what the perfect portfolio would look like in each one of these categories. And what you want to add into each of these categories are nodes. And let me explain exactly why and what. Now, when I say nodes, I don't mean hardware nodes that you set up in your home and you have to take care of and it's getting too technical. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Nodes have come a long way or have changed and are now an NFT that sit in your wallet and generate tokens for you every single day, along with other benefits such as amplified staking, airdrops, and so on, depending on what project. But what these do, they allow you to do a certain strategy that a lot of people haven't really thought about. See, once you have this node, which is priced in USD, it doesn't go down in price. It can only go up in price unless the project completely goes to shit. But generally speaking, it goes up in price as more people buy these nodes. But every day it generates you tokens, and that's what I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on staking in this video, but every day it generates you tokens. Meaning what? Meaning you can get into a long-term play for each of these categories, take profits and sell tokens whenever you want as you accumulate them without feeling the FOMO that you're missing out because you know you're getting more tokens every day. So basically, it lets you dollar cost average, take profits, and is forgiving because you can actually amplify your potential with these nodes and are a great addition to your portfolios. Not only that, if you believe in the project, you can actually hold these nodes into the bear market for the next bull market and the one after that, and actually accumulate in the bear market. It lets you dollar cost average in the bear market, where every single influencer out there tells you to do. Buy in the bear market, but you never do. Well, guess what? You are on autopilot. So with that said, what nodes am I looking at and what nodes would I add to each category? Now, I will link them in the description down below. Please use that referral link. It really helps me out and also may give you certain bonuses depending on which node you decide to get, if indeed you get one. Okay, first up we have the DMA node by Deliss, and this is an AI play, but what many people don't know, it's also a gaming play. See, Deliss has also a game, so it's ready for the gaming narrative when that comes, or whenever that comes, because they switch, but also is an AI play. So essentially you're hitting two birds with one stone. And the price of the DMA, by the way, is not $1,000. This has actually gone up to about $2,400 and is climbing. But it's an excellent play, and we called AGI the token at 0.03 cents, and it just continues to climb. So these rewards just make sense. So if you buy a node now and you accumulate and you sell at the end of 2024, if the bull market doesn't end and it continues, we have an extension of the bull market, you're also accumulating in 2025. And I'm saying that because I do have a thesis that we may have a shorter bull market this time, but this protects you or helps you work your strategy in either way. Next up, we have Sonus with their DJ node, and I particularly like this project because it has to do with music, and I used to actually be in the music industry, and this is an AI play with music. Literally, by holding this node, of course you get SNS rewards, but it also lets you manufacture music with AI. Now, I started talking about this node when it was $600. It's now about $1,200, and the price is going to continue going up. And it gives you a few benefits other than just staking rewards here. It gives you more governance in the Sonus network. It gives you enhanced music nomination power. You can check out and see what that is in my video, which I will link down below. Proof of early support will give you potential airdrops and privileges, plus the continued revenue sharing from transactions within the Sonus network here. So you have a node for gaming and AI, you have a node for AI and music. Well, what about Bitcoin? Glad you asked. Well, for the Bitcoin narrative, and particularly the BRC20 narrative, I'm looking at Deliss. And you can actually mint your entry key right now, and it's actually only $500 when I made this video. And of course, this is gonna go up. Now, Deliss is the dApp layer for Bitcoin ecosystem, or aiming to be the dApp layer for the Bitcoin ecosystem. And you can see here they use Bitcoin as their native token. So this is a great play for the Bitcoin ecosystem. Now, of course, this is a new project and there is risk here, but isn't there risk with all cryptocurrencies and within crypto? At least your risk reward ratio in this case is a lot less because of the price of the actual node. You're actually getting in early. And before you ask me if I'm bullish on these nodes and what do I think, no, I actually believe in these nodes. The nodes I'm mentioning in this video, I actually hold these nodes, and I don't mean just one or two nodes. I have 5 DMA nodes, I will be getting another 2. I have 8 DJ nodes, and I will be getting more. I have about, what, $3,000 worth of Deliss nodes, and also $3,000 or $4,000 in the next node I will show you right now. And that is Blackford. Blackford being a real-world asset play, and you can check Blackford out. I'm actually going to leave the links down below, as I said earlier on, because this may actually be a strong play. Now, if you want to know more about my favorite nodes, check out this Sonus video right here for the AI music play, or check out this AGI or DMA video down here for the gaming AI play. You really don't want to miss these videos. These are great nodes, a great addition in my personal opinion. Of course, do your own research, subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss the next video.